Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 5 Premium Soviet Destroyer Okhotnik. He has 12,700 health, a top speed of 34.5 knots, 7 130mm guns, 12 torpedoes, a surface attack of 6.3 kilometers, and 7 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improve aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire. For my commander, preventative maintenance, drone rush, last stand, basic firing training, demolition expert, inertia fuse high explosive, and advanced firing training. We're on the map, New Dawn, and the Okhotnik, or the Robotnik, as I'm going to be calling it because the name's just too close to Dr. Eggman from Sonic, but the Robotnik. How is it? What is its identity? How does it play? We'll all learn that in this game, but in a general broad sense, first of all, it's a work in progress, and the stats are not final. The ship should be released somewhat soon. That's pretty normal for a premium ship to have content created and released. You should expect to be able to purchase it if you are interested in it. And what's unique about it? Well, it's got 7 guns, 7 130mm guns. It is pretty insane in that regard. I think it has the highest amount of guns for any Soviet destroyer. Its rate of fire is pretty crappy though. That's the compensation for this. So it has high alpha damage with all 7 firing at the target, but low rate of fire. It can't really keep up the same DPM as a higher tier, which is why it's balanced and it's not completely broken. It's also pretty long. I mean, it's probably the longest destroyer in the game. If it isn't, it's competing for it. So, those are weaknesses of the ship, the rate of fire and the length of the ship, but obviously the amount of guns is great. The torpedo refire, I mean, the torpedoes are pretty impressive. Obviously, you've got to be pretty close to the target to use them, but they are usable, and again, this is going to be shown off in this video. I would label this the alpha damage destroyer. It can't compete 1-for-1 with the Gudemiashi, but few ships in the game can. This is a pretty unique experience for me. The amount of damage you can do to a destroyer if they're broadside, all your guns firing, same with your torpedoes, is pretty impressive, and it is very enjoyable. It's very difficult if you allow the enemy team to see you. You are not the fastest ship in the fleet, obviously. You are very long, so torpedoes are an issue for this ship far more than any other ship at a destroyer level than I've played. But accuracy feels pretty good. It's the same 130mm guns that you expect from the Soviets. I am using my Hobodov's commander with inertia fuse. Some people are like, I believe inertia fuse has a use outside of just raw penetrating force. To me, inertia fuse allows you to fix any of the issues that might come up when the shell fails to pen. You know, the Akizuki is a perfect example. Without inertia fuse, those guns feel inadequate. A lot of the small caliber guns will just fail to pin or do any damage whatsoever, and you don't want that. So inertia fuse is going to push it over the edge, and the thing you're sacrificing is the fire chance. Well, if you've got 8 to 9 and you're rocking your signal flags, you're doing everything you can to boost it back up, it's irrelevant that you're losing that particular aspect of the ship. So we assisted in the destruction of the enemy cruisers. As they're coming forward, I'm trying to manipulate the island masses to my advantage. There is an Omaha on my right flank, and I do want to be careful on my eastern flank. I am aware of it, but I don't really care right now. The island is in between me and that Omaha. And yeah, I do a quick check just to confirm. You might have noticed I'm using names on the minimap now. There's going to be another video released today, and it's going to talk about how necessary this particular setting is. It's just as necessary as alternative battle interface, in my opinion. You access it via the little gears on the top right corner of the minimap, and I believe it is like nameplates over the icons or something like that. It's very obvious. By default, it's unchecked. You should check it because it doesn't require that you're in any view of the target. I know there's a Phoenix, an Emerald, a Phoenix, a Arpeggio, Hanuna, a New York, a Nicholas. All these targets would not have been spotted by me. I would not even see their health pool if I looked around. They are outside of my line of sight, but it is telling me exactly when they're spotted what ship it is, so you know more information about the enemy's deployment. So as we're shooting behind, getting ship damage, we've only done 27, we're doing fine. Enemy Omaha does appear to be progressing forward. I believe he doesn't think I know he's there, or I'm not ready for him. Oh, you could not be more ready. Look at the way these torpedoes are sent out. 40-second rearm, and I can send out 12. I decided to send out 12 because by the time they rearm, I'll be in position to exploit it again. And this Omaha has to deal with just a wall. If he turned in or turned away, something's going to hit, and I hope it's enough to kill him. Whoa, just barely missed with one. Is there going to be another one that hits? Yes, indeed. All right, well, that's pretty good damage there. 50,000, I'll take it. I believe he was flooding out, and then he put it out. Yeah. I don't think the flood's going, so yeah. Someone's going to get a free kill. I don't really care. I've got 2 targets, at least, on my radar. The torpedoes are about to be ready to go, and we're going to do it all over again. Now, this time, I might not send all 4. It all depends on how much momentum the target has. Is he coming out of a turn? Is he just boosting into full engine? Is he backing up? And it doesn't really look like he wants to do anything. So this is a complete ambush. I decide only 2 is necessary. He's honestly probably going to die before it even gets to that point. But only 2 are necessary. And yes, friendlies do take him out. I keep a couple torpedoes for the enemy Kaiser, and I'm going to use against the enemy Kaiser. So as we're moving into position, you might have noticed that at least 5 of my guns are in the rear. This is a really good retreating destroyer. Because all 5 guns are in the rear, it is a significant amount of localized damage that is potential if they're trying to chase you down, or you're rounding an island or being rounded by an island. The back guns firing all together in unison, pretty much if one of them can fire, they all can fire, and it feels great. It really feels like a lot of alpha strike potential. So we take out that enemy Kaiser, no big deal, right? Enemy New York is going to deal with torpedoes. Clearly, he wants to deal with us. I'm trying to move into my torpedo range, and I have 2 sets ready to go. They do more than enough damage that you can do something like this, stagger the sets. And this is the one part of the ship that it's very weak. It's so big, it's going to be very hard to hide it from this battleship. But I'm going to hope that I can miss the shot. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me. The torpedo bombers are... Oh, here he goes. Oh, gosh, that's close. But the torpedoes take out the target. We are at 150. I pump my smoke. Nicholas, don't kill me, please. For whatever reason, he doesn't fire at me. Maybe he felt like he already killed me. He's passing up the chance. Here comes a couple shots. Please miss. Oh, just so close. I don't know what the torpedo bombers are doing. Oh, he's trying. He's trying to blind fire. I'm trying to angle so the back 5 guns can fire. That's why I'm holding my fire. I'm so worried that, and I was expecting them all to come online. I'm so worried that he will catch me, and one single shell has to get lucky. That's all he needs. But man, is the alpha damage so high, isn't it? Oh, it's so awesome. We take him easily out. We earn Confederate, and this game's pretty much over. The Okhotnik is awesome. This ship feels great. Is it the best Tier 5 premium? Absolutely not. But it has a unique experience, a unique playstyle that I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if I would recommend buying a Tier 5 premium. If you're good enough, go up to Tier 6, 7, 8 for all the credit income. But if you're looking for a unique experience, there really isn't anything quite like this ship. It has a lot of alpha potential in all things. You saw it. I had so much alpha, I could basically go one ship after the other and get into close proximity of them. Use the torpedoes against them, and if potentially an enemy destroyer showed too much side, easily 3500 with the inertia fuse. It's a really scary ship when it comes to that sort of thing. Now, I believe this is the only Soviet destroyer, premium Soviet destroyer, that will be accessible for most people. Obviously, the Gudamiashi is the coup de grace, the best ship in the game level of power, but this is pretty fun. We are in Confederate, 3 kills, almost 90,000 points of damage done, 1,564 base XP, carried the game. But, I mean, I'm a good player too, and I have a great commander. That's, gotta consider that. But if you like the sort of alpha potential of the ship, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I really enjoy the torpedoes and the guns put together. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.